MP for Suffolk Coastal. Therese, you've been in the seat since 2010, is that right?
That's right, yes.
So we've already heard that there's quite a significant turnout this year. It's the highest, I believe, since 1997. Of course, that was when Labour won the election by a landslide. I guess you're not hoping for a similar
Well, I'm not hoping for that national result, obviously, but it's good that people come out and vote, because I do think it matters that people do. And last year in the referendum, we actually had one of the highest turnouts in the country. So hopefully people have got the taste for voting again. That's good. I think what I'm seeing is that quite an interesting pattern where Conservatives are actually increasing their share of the vote, but Labour Party is squeezing other minor parties and also increasing their share of the vote, either more so or in line with. So it's been quite an interesting thing given that people were wondering where perhaps some of the UKIP vote might go, especially in seats like this where UKIP decided not to stand.
So in an odd way, are we seeing a return to a two-party system?
Well, indeed, and actually in the 2015 election, the combined share of the vote of Labour and Conservative went up than it did compared to 2010, and I think we're seeing that even more so in the 2017 election. So quite a different way from how people are saying that pluralist politics is here to stay, but nevertheless, with the exit poll that came out at 10 o'clock, and of course it's just a projection, not definitive, we may well be seeing another coalition, exactly something which the Prime Minister had warned about. So it's quite an interesting dynamic tonight.
Was it a mistake for Theresa May to call this election in the first place?
I think Theresa was right to call it. She did it for the reasons about Brexit. Had this big referendum last year, triggering it. There was instability in parts of the Parliament. We knew that there were going to be challenges, and she wanted that clearer mandate, and that's the reason she called the election. So I still hope, of course, that we win and that we will continue to get on with Brexit. I'm slightly concerned by some of the reports being floated that some of the price of a coalition might be a second referendum, which I think would be quite a slap in the face to people who voted last year. Even though I voted Remain, I'm a Democrat and I accept the result.
The idea of a second referendum, do you think that might be the reason why the Liberal Democrats are being squeezed? They're the only party who said that they would want a second referendum.
To be honest, it's just a bit too difficult to say. I think it is that coalescing of, as I say, the minor parties being squeezed. So it's a little bit early with only just 50 seats being, I think the results are out so far.